Hi, my name is Sheri. I'm a sound therapist based in Istanbul, and today I want to talk to you about what sound therapy is, what is it good for, where does it come from, how does it work, and how you can get a sound healing session for yourself. Okay, let's first talk about what sound therapy is. We keep hearing these words, and it's becoming very popular to hear that our friends or people that we know they have gone to a sound healing session or in some exotic places, and we are wondering what does it mean. Sound therapy is it actually can be translated just the way that it is. It is to use the sound for therapy, and this sound is not a normal music that we would listen on a daily basis. It is more of a pure sound, something which has been produced through a machine or through an instrument which has the capacity to create a pure sound, such as a singing bowl or a gong or a wind shim or even a shamanic drum. It's basically simple, melodic. The melody is really not important so much. And this form of sound, it is being used for a variety of reasons. Mostly it creates a sense of calmness and relaxation overall in the mind and in the body. In fact, more in the mind compared to the body. That's why it is ideal for people who would like to experience meditation, who would like to understand what does it mean to meditate, because it creates a sense of focus and concentration in the mind. Also, deep relaxation, maybe improving creativity because of the emptiness that it creates in the mind, or certain number of or certain psychological situations such as maybe depression or anxiety or phobia, combined with other form of therapy. I know as a sound therapist, I have experienced many times to use this form of therapy for people who have physical issues such as chronic pain in the head or in the back, insomnia, sleeping disorder, learning disorders, internal issues, for example, problem with liver or kidney or intestine, asthma, tinnitus, or so on and so forth. Actually, the list is quite long. So it has been used for a variety of reasons, for variety of issues, for two reasons: that the healing frequency have the quality to detox and rejuvenate the physical organ, and I'm going to get to explain this quality when I will talk to you about how sound therapy basically works. Also, it creates a sense of well-being and calmness in the mind, which most of the time is the case dealing with many of these chronic diseases, especially the complicated ones such as tumors or cancers. It actually requires a calm and peaceful state of mind to enhance the process of healing or other kind of therapies. It can be even the traditional or allopathy can be combined with sound therapy, but this calmness will actually enhances the effectiveness of allopathy. Where sound therapy is originated also is a matter of debate. As a matter of fact, it is an ancient practice. It's not a modern invention, although we get to hear about it very recently, but it has been practiced for maybe more than a few thousand years ago in ancient Egypt, in China, in India, in Siberia, which is the birthland of the shamans and the shamanism, who were this is a discipline of ancient healing. And these ancient healers, they have always used music or a simple form of sound to communicate with the body and mind of the patient, and somehow perform certain form of rituals which would bring healing to the person which was affected. This knowledge Of course, it has been transformed generation by generation, and also it was kept as a secret knowledge between a specific group of people, priests, those selected shamans, or healers. And there are not so much of written evidence about this, but there are archaeological evidences that there were sound temples all over in these regions in ancient Egypt, for example, that the patient has been taken to those places and made listen to certain frequencies or sounds or music, and they were healed. For example, here in Turkey during the Ottoman Empire, there are written evidences that there were facilities, healing facilities, that a patient would receive sound healing in those places. Listening to the sound of water or a certain musical instrument would make them feel much better, or at times completely healed. I think right now it is, since you're a bit familiar with the terminologies, it is a good time to start to talk about how sound can actually heal someone. How does it work? I need to give you a little bit of introduction about how people started to think about sound as a medium of healing, and this is coinciding with the basically discovery of quantum mechanics and the improvements of neuroscience, which actually made us understand that the world is not how we have perceived it. It is made out of atoms and molecules. Almost all beings, including us human beings, we are all made of atoms and molecules, and those atoms and molecules are constantly vibrating, they are moving, hence they have energy and they have sound, because in physics we learn that anything that moves creates a form of sound. So each one of us, we have a sound. We have a sound that is natural to our being. And then, till the time this sound is perfect and tuned, we are healthy. Once it goes out of tune, we are experiencing something that is called a disease. Therefore, such discoveries, they helped us, or they kind of redefined, they changed the way that we have looked at the word. They redefined a lot of definitions, such as the definition of a disease. Now we know that a disease is an organ which has gone out of its own natural frequency. So healing would be to bring back those natural state of being or natural frequency of the body by using certain devices, and sound is one of them. It is quite effective because it directly connects in the cellular level with the body. It penetrates very deeply, and it can reach us to the places that it's not very easy for any other facilities, for that matter, to reach. Also, I would like to mention a point in here that music as a melodic form of sound has always penetrated into our emotions in a very different way compared to other forms of art. It usually bypasses our intellect or our mind, and it reaches directly to our feeling. And this is the qualities that sound therapists have used also in an emotional level, by addressing the emotions or the feeling that had created that physical or that psychological or mental condition for the body, and made it out of tune. By tuning back those emotions using the sound that could awaken those kind of feeling in our body or mind, we very much reach to a state of balance and a state of healing for mind as well as for the body. Okay, with all this brief, I would like to right now give you a few tips. How can you get a sound healing session, and what could you expect in a sound healing session for yourself? Okay, I believe the best way of getting a sound healing session is to find certified sound healer who would be experienced with and have enough of knowledge about psychology and anatomy. There are a few sound healing schools all around the world that would basically offer such kind of certifications, and they usually have the database of the therapist that you, in this way, you would know who you should trust and who is actually qualified. Also, the therapist experience in working with different issues related to mind and body also could be very important, and it is very important, in fact. It is better to first maybe get an appointment, meet your therapist face to face or online. For now that we are almost locked down in the house and it's not really very safe to go out, so you could meet your therapist online and clearly discuss the condition of your mind, your body. Be honest, be specific about the objectives that you would like to deal with, and also clear your expectations about what can you get from a healing session with sound. Usually a sound session takes an hour, and you would be asked to lay down or remain seated in a comfortable position, mostly with closed eyes, so you could feel deep relaxation as well as very good concentration. And your therapist would use different kind of instrument played around your body, on your body, for you to experience the vibration of the sound while listening to the tunes and to the melodies or to healing frequencies. It is completely alright and normal to fall asleep during the therapy session. Some of the therapists, they would use recorded sound or binaural beats during the therapy, and they combine them with the live instrument in order to create a different form of experience for their visitors. But at the end, towards the end, you will experience a deep sense of calmness in your mind and obviously a rested body. Okay, with this brief talk about sound therapy, I would like to say goodbye now, and hopefully I will talk to you soon. Healing vibes to everyone.